I think that one of the most thrilling things you ever do is buy a home, and part of that journey includes checking on your credit, and that's where we all kind of shrink and say, well, what does that credit report have to do with how I qualify for the loan? Approval? And Chuck Roach from Supreme Lending is here to break down how it works. Yes, we have to have credit.
100%.
But I hear that right now, and it's not like it was 7 or 8 years ago, right now, even if you don't have perfect credit, you can still qualify for a loan. Am I right on that?
You are correct. You do not have to have excellent credit to qualify to purchase or refinance. But credit, if you have excellent, some of your buying powers or options or possibly your rates that you may qualify for might be a little bit higher.
Oh, so if you've got great credit, your rate would be
a little bit lower than someone who maybe has less than perfect credit.
Okay, I get that. That's the big difference. What about if I'm kind of iffy or I don't know and maybe I want to check my own credit, and see what my credit report is or change something? Can I do that? And is that a good idea to do it?
It's a good advice to get like a basis. You can go on some of these websites like freeannualcreditreport.com and some other websites and get your credit report. However, those scores and the information you may get from that website may not be the credit report or the information used for lending purposes, such as a bank or a mortgage banker.
Because they're trying to sucker you into what they're selling?
Well, I don't know if that's certainly the concept with it, but how credit is looked at in regards to a lender, there's certain scoring models that any bank or business will use, even for buying a car or buying a home. And that scoring model is a little bit different from your personal credit scores you may get on those, again, websites that give you a free credit report annually.
Yeah. Are people nervous about that when they sit across the desk from you and they say, we've got a home here, and are they nervous and thinking, oh, I wonder if I'll make it? Do you have to face that?
Sure. When someone says, hey, I'm going to pull your credit, people tend to get a little nervous.
That's right.
Like, what is he going to find, or what is he going to see, or is he going to judge me on something that happened in the past? And that's not what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is look at the risk associated with the collateral that you may be buying or refinancing, and basically scoring with credit report just kind of gives us, hey, how are you going to pay this mortgage back? How do you manage your credit? Are you a responsible individual? All those components come into play, determine your eligibility.
And that's right, because what you have now could change in a year or 2 years, where if one loses the job or whatever. So you have to kind of plan with that in mind, don't you?
You need to stay in tune with your credit. You need to check it. Do you have to check it every once a month? No. But you need to kind of make sure how the rating is, and if there's opportunities to help get the scores up. Keep in mind the credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax.
3 of them.
3 of them. They're the one that control your credit. Their scoring models, how they come up with your credit score, is not public information. So me and you do not know how to form their formula, how they come up with our credit score.
Okay, so let's say that I see something on my credit report that I dispute. Is it wise to dispute it?
It is not wise to dispute any information on your credit. No, it's not. But here's the reason why. When you dispute something on your credit report, you actually freeze that trade line out, and basically you're not getting scored on that trade line if it's an error.
What's a trade line?
A trade line is basically the history of that account that's on your credit, an open liability you're paying on, you agree to pay to. And so if you're trying to buy a home or purchase or refinance a home, if you have an account dispute, FHA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, all the federal regulatories behind loan, securitization, do not like to see account disputes, and it can impact your eligibility for financing.
Well, is it wise to tell your officer or whoever you're dealing with that you have that issue? Tell it up front. Does that help?
Yes. If you do see an error or an issue that can be corrected, work with a licensed loan officer, and there are ways that we can help you get that resolved without filing an account dispute and affecting your eligibility.
You know what I like about you? I swear, every time you come in here, I get educated, because I don't think until I die, I'm always going to be buying a new house. So thank you very much. To get more details on working with your credit, you can email him at chuck.roach@supremelending.com or call the number you see on the screen.